This is the Iowa Weather Report for Thursday, December 31st, 2015. And now our first look at the 0Z GFS Model Run at noon today. We have a ridge building up over the western Canadian provinces, trough digging in across the middle part of the country, and then hanging back into the west. This is going to keep our temperatures rather cool for this time of the year, although cool is fairly obvious, as the temperatures will be in the upper teens through the 20s across the state, with slowly clearing skies after a little bit of light snow yesterday. That'll be well off to our east across the Great Lakes. Some rain showers in the southeast, and Florida is still baking with record highs down there. There's no records here. Not even record lows, which we can be thankful for. As we move into the end of the week and into the new year here on Friday, it will be a bit warmer as a lot of the cold air is moving more toward the Great Lakes and then up into the north and east. Temperatures will slowly warm, but if we warm up, snow cover on the ground, we could see a little bit of fog if we can get temperatures maybe up to or a little bit of a freezing, which we could in our southern and southwestern counties especially. The rest of the state could see 20s, middle to upper 20s. This looks to last through the weekend and maybe even into early next week as temperatures warm, the winds turn out of the south, especially as we move into Tuesday. You can still see the next system is approaching from the west. It's moving on to the coast. It dives into the desert south and west here as we move into the early part of the week here on Monday. Still have a cold high pressure system over the Great Lakes, but we're on the backside, so the winds will start to move around out of the south, especially here as we move into Tuesday. You can see that system over the south and west, another system coming in as well into the west coast where they're just enjoying having all this rain and snow and trying to alleviate the very bad drought that's been going on in California. As we move into Wednesday, clouds will be on the increase. We could see some sprinkles or flurries by Wednesday, but a lot of the precipitation is looking to hold off until late Wednesday night and into next Thursday, where you'll see one system is diving across the central and southern Rockies. We have another system coming into the north and west. It's this first one down across the southern and central Rockies that's going to be ejecting into the plain states. The Gulf is going to open up, and we could see some precipitation breaking out by late Wednesday night into Thursday. We also have a system moving along the Carolina coast that could produce quite a bit of interesting weather there. But this system over the middle part of the country could be lasting maybe into the following weekend or so. We'll keep watching it, though. Going into the extended period on the 11th of January. And what do we see up just to our north? It's the polar vortex. And the flow coming straight out of the north and northwest, mainly from the North Pole around the Yukon down through the Northwest Territories. And it's going to be bringing possibly, this is not a forecast, it's model data, an Arctic outbreak probably in about 10 days' time or so. With that, usually brings an Alberta Clipper, and we'll have some snow showers, maybe an inch or two of snow with that, but it's just model data at this point. And the model data also shows at the end of the forecast on the 15th of January that the flow is not coming out of the north anymore. It's now coming mainly out of the west and northwest, mainly from the Pacific Northwest and southern Canada. That's going to bring our temperatures back to at least seasonal levels for the middle part of January, in the 20s to around 30, lows in the teens or so, with some chances of some snow here and there, and it looks somewhat active. A satellite image from last evening looks fairly inactive, just a little bit of precipitation and cloudiness across the east coast down into the south and east, and a lot of clouds over northern Old Mexico, and our next storm system is not even off on the screen quite yet. Watch warning map from last evening. Flooding, 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 continuing to our south. Flash flood watches and flood watches across the southeast. Some winter weather issues in New England, some freezing fog in Texas and Oklahoma Panhandle, and some interesting little winter weather across the west. And the QPF chart also shows that precipitation through Monday evening, maybe it's Tuesday evening, but it's the next 5 days. Nothing around here, some across the south, southeast, and also across Southern California where they need it.